Daracho on the Morphling, Boom on the Ember, Tofu on the Silencer. They are hitting up this Jakiro pretty heavily. Looks like it should be first blood, and Tofu's going to get credit for that one. It's really crazy. I feel like I've been watching Amar just be this low in the lane for the last, like, 10 minutes. Celery, he's sitting low, but they'll bring over Tofu. And Taiga at least gets the trade. They get the kill on the Ace over top. And Taiga gets traded. Sleep on a 2. They're going to have an Ice Path and an Astral Step and an Aether Remnant. No, they're not going to catch the Ember. They should be able to at least get Celery. The pounce, the right click, the kill. Easy for Yuragi. He's got himself 2 in the permanent agility already. So, for the most part, he knows he's clean. Pounce, Leashing, Air Splitter coming in. Diffusal's used, and Celery's going to die here to Yuragi. Going to grab himself another stack on that permanent agility, for sure. Going into the Axe after Diffusal and the Falcon Blade. Global Silence is used. They're going to try and get BZM. They've got at least that. Right clicks and stacks starting. Pounce Leashing on the Ember. And Ember's out of mana. So the right clicks are going to come in. The Macropyre was down. Misha gets the kill on a Boom. Yuragi needs to be a little bit careful. He goes in to that ulti of the Shadow Dance. Fighting these splits and fighting these pandas and trying to survive. He'll pounce away. Amar is here, and now Ace needs to run. The rest of the team is starting to turn this one around, potentially looking to go. They've got the Diffusal once again. The Ice Path lands, the Chakra right on top of Ace. Ace, he doesn't have a Primal Split, but, well, Yuragi's not exactly dealing with a lot of health, and eventually, that maybe he'd be able to get another stack on that agility, and he might still, with Celery getting caught under the Ice Path and himself getting the kill. Boom, though, he's here too. Waveform in, Darachio's over as well. They get the kill on a Boom. They're going to look over at the Morphling. He's up with the Aether Remnant, and Amar's got himself a double kill. All of a sudden, Tofu, he's body blocked too. So this is going to be another kill here for OG. A triple kill for Amar. Sweep lands on Ace. And again, they've got that Global Silence, but the Lotus Orb from Amar, it's onto this Void Spirit, so he's able to move around. Tofu ends up dead. Solar Guardian doesn't do anything. They get the kill to Tofu as well. Celery, they're going to look for Boom. Boom, Searing Chains, Ice Path lands, and now they've got him right in their hands. They'll get another kill. BZM kills off Boom, and Yuragi's got another stack. He's now at 8. So, Aegis very easily. Find more. They found Boom. Forced to pop the BKB. Darachio fighting this Sark. Sark goes into the Shadow Dance. Aether Remnant grabs Ace. They get the kill on Amisha. They'll look over at Taiga, who drops down the Earth Splitter. 2 years dead on the side of OG to start. Cyclone onto Amar. Astral Step. Darachio trying to run. Sight of Fist, Searing Chains. Here comes the Primal Split, but here also comes the Sark. Global Silence gets used. BZM's dead. Gaimin Gladiators, they fought OG, and they have won so far, and they still maybe even want more. Amar, how tanky does he feel? They go after this Dawnbreaker, and Yuragi, he's got the damage. He's starting to really pick up those stacks. Need to be careful. 29, 30, all of a sudden Darachio's trying to run. They got 3 kills to start this one off, and it's not looking like they're going to win the fight. Lotus Orb, Diffusal again, Darachio hit, killed off. Amar gets credit for that kill, and all of a sudden, I mean, what was a 3-0 is now a salvage for OG. Kind of insane. Ice Path, Macropyre all down with the Aether Remnant, and Celery goes down. Another easy kill there, although Darachio, he stays, gets greedy. They're glyphed. They're glyphed, and he stays. What they can do in this game to really bring it back, they're banking on them getting farm and now stopping the TP. And Boom is now going to be either forced to go back to that Remnant towards BZM or allow himself to die. And, I mean, allow or be forced to, I'm not really sure. This is just constantly controlling them the right way. So they get the Aegis. They're going to look for something out of this. I mean, at least that's what they wanted to do. Maybe they could get Misha, and that would be a good kill to get. Like, it's a start. But now you need to get away from Yuragi, who's going to come by and make sure that he cleans up the rest. He's got an Aegis to work with. I don't think he's really that scared. Right click's coming in. BKB's been popped by Dyrachyo. They go after Tofu. They've got the Solar Guardian. And that'll heal for a second, as well as the Primal Split coming out. But, I mean, this is the other side of the fight where they're focusing their attention on the Taiga. Astral Step, as well as the Resident Impulse. They have the silence for a moment on Boom. Amar comes in from the other side, as well as the Chakram. Timber Chain, Whirling Death, silence again, thanks to the Resonant Pulse, and running away, but they've got the Aegis out of the hands of this Sark for once. Can they do it again? Really, it's looking like all of a sudden OG didn't exactly get a lot out of this exchange, but they finally forced the global silence, and these guys are running out of breath, and they continue to go in on the side of OG. You've used everything, you fought for so long, and now you're going to lose the rest of your heroes. Morphling goes down, Dyrachyo, well, he's not the first, and he's probably not going to be the last in this game to die. Ace, he goes down, 2 heroes gone. Yuragi goes into the Shadow Dance again. Now he needs to leave. He's under the tier 3 tower. He's got some help from Amar. The Lotus Orb is what's going to help him the most. EZM, Misha back into the fight, has the Guardian Greaves for the heal. And Gaimin Gladiators, well, what do you got left in the tank after all of that? And then still losing the Morphling and the Brute. Counts, the bashes, the right clicks. Yuragi again, just still surviving. And he survives because he's got that Depth Shroud. Meanwhile, EZM is getting away. Astral Stab, B-Blade, BKB, just needs a couple of bashes. Yuragi, more and more and more and more and more agi. He is at 43, 45, 48, 49, over in the 50s, just right-clicking these heroes down with the help of the rest. As they're going to look over at Celery again. I mean, these heroes are going in one by one and getting ripped to shreds. And Sark's looking to come back in after healing up a little bit. Wouldn't mind getting back into the fight and getting more and more of this agi into his hands, and they're going to right-click down Dyrachyo. He doesn't have buyback this time, and, well, Boom is next. They're fountain diving, they're fountain high-fiving, they're fountain killing, and nobody on the side of Gaimin Gladiators really have an answer to this, as Boom is going to try and get away, but he's hit with the Aether Remnant. They'll pull him back in, they'll get another kill, they'll team wipe him once more. They'll finally call OG taking game 1 over Gaimin Gladiators. All right, let's see how this goes. Let's see how game 2 between OG and Gaimin Gladiators goes. Arcane Rune picked up by Taiga, so they do have control of the runes. Celery coming over. Glimpse, First Blood probably given up. Looks for the sleep, but the Pulse Nova going. However, we'll see if that changes. Ooh, Misha died again. And they might actually kill BZM. They've got 3 heroes, but BZM ends up surviving, doing some damage here on a Tofu. Into the Seeds of Serenity, and chasing. Ooh, gets a 3-man sleep, but there's nothing there. There's nothing doing. Either LGD or Aster, or RNG. All the China teams. Misha, he's going to fall to Boom. Boom making rotations again. And you can see him compared to the Bat Rider. It's just like all BKBs all the time. Looking over. Static Storm, Misha trying to leave, and they go for the song, and the kisses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were hitting before they let go of the song, but they're still going to get the kill there onto Boom as well as Celery. The look over Dyrachyo turns into the Bat Rider. Misha with a cookie before he dies. BZM as well as getting the flame break down, but he's away from his team, and they'll commit the black hole to get this kill onto the Bat Rider. Amar, he's in. They've got the sweep again. 3 heroes here. Plasma Field away as well as the Waveform. But he's starting to static link. They have the Pulverize. No way to stop it. 3 heroes down to the side of OG. And what looked to be a potential good fight for them. Trying to push him away. Not the fastest Roche, truthfully. Is there a way in? Flame Break. Oh! Honestly, almost. And they're going to maybe get Tofu with this, but Static Storm as well as the Pulverize? Well, BZM He's looking very dead as he's chased down by Dyrachyo and doesn't die. One shot from Gone. Glimpse. And the kinetic fields. Blink Lasso, it's over mid, and they've got Boom. Wayne Break stops the onslaught. They've got the black hole landing onto Amar. Amar with the BKB, trying to run away, goes into the plasma field. BZM also low. He does survive. The Pulverize not going to last too long. Tofu now on the run. They might be able to at least get Taiga, but with a song, they get nothing. These heroes on the side of OG can now just leave. But, well, I say that, and they leave Misha to die. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Scans are out, the waveform away, nobody dies just yet, and Yuragi moving forward. Maybe trying to fight with BKB. The black hole comes out, it's on a BCM, but the Borderverse kisses on Dyrachyo. He needs to be careful, he's starting to shift into strength. BCM survives, adaptive strike, the glimpse back into the static storm. They get the kill on a Boom. Taiga looking for the sweep, it lands on Dyrachyo. They get the kill on a Celery off screen, but they lose Dyrachyo and Celery as well. Pretty much in quick succession, especially once that sleep landed onto the Morphling. Almost landed that cookie. They still end the sleep. They've got no black hole. There's the ensnare, the onslaught, as well as the glimpse. It's on Yuragi. They just can't kill him yet. There's the song. The song and the reset, like they wanted to go back in. The static storm is used. They've got the lasso. It pulls in the Enigma. Now the onslaught, but they lose Yuragi. The damage is coming in well too quick. They're going to try and TP out Amar, but they just baited themselves. Onslaught. Looking for Misha, and one shot. Gone. Boom's got that kill, and now they've got the glimpse, or at least try to. That forces the BKB, and the buyback from Misha used as well. Onslaught going back in again. They blow up Misha for the second time. Black hole used on Amar. The song's not going to matter, at least for a moment. And finally, the Earth Splitter comes in, so Amar's going to be able to survive. They get the kill on an Ace. They'll look over as the Static Storm's going to be dropped. They'll get the kill on a Dyrachyo. They'll take it a second on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, as well as a third in Tofu. But losing BZM, Yuragi, and Taiga feels so bad for them as the damage from Boom was sustained. They're in the Roche. Nobody coming over. Nobody trying to do anything. Sweep for a second on Tofu, but nobody in on this. And now, is it going to be a little bit too late? They're just too scared to make the jump. The Enigma, and now the lasso reflected with the Lotus Orb. They get the Aegis into the hands of Yuragi. The Earth Splitter comes through and gets the kill on a Dyrachyo, but the black hole is in. BCM is going to die. Taiga might be next. No, he'll survive. That means Ace falls. Taiga dies afterwards, hit with that glimpse and pull back into the fight. They get the kill on a Boom. They'll take it, they'll extract. They're going to use that song and try and escape. BKB running out, and that means these heroes can run with the song, but they're going to try and catch them. Onslaught all the way through, looking for Amar, Yuragi, or Misha. Wait for him in, adaptive strike with 2 right clicks to get the kill there onto the Snapfire. The kinetic shield is holding in Yuragi. Dyrachyo fighting with the BKB, has Ace over to the side, slept again. Taiga's back in, and they're going to use that plasma field to slow down these heroes and look to get the kill on the Ace once more. Rock gets thrown, it's a stun for a second, but Ace ends up falling. He's different. 90 seconds, no buyback. They got the Orchid. They'll get the kill again on Celery. The Rats. Do they try to fight? Double stun, and the Rock Toss has certainly been interesting for him. We got a Lotus Orb on Celery, but it's not going to matter. Now the lasso hits on a Boom. They'll buy back on this Disruptor, but they're going to try and fight this one. The Earth Splitter comes in against Dyrachyo as well as Boom low. They both buy. They both don't have buyback. They both die and don't have buyback. But Amar popped into the fountain. focusing their attention on the throne. BZM getting a little bit low. Blink Black Hole only on the 1. Tofu dies, and BZM doesn't. The Black Hole runs out, and they'll stay alive. They'll look over at Ace. They'll get the kill. 4 heroes dead. The throne exposed. GG is called, and OG gets the 2-0.